Right, hello everyone, it's Carl here from Games, Brains and A Head-Banging Life, GBHBL.com for short, and I'm here with Sam and Thorsteinn of, simply put, stoner rock band Volcanova. Obviously many more elements to that. You could describe yourselves as desert rock, bit psychedelic, or just rock. Guys, It's a pleasure to speak with you. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're pretty good, man.
Yeah.
And pleasure to speak with you as well.
Cool. How's life been for the pair of you over the last few months in regards to the elephant in the room, the worldwide pandemic?
It was like the second wave of the COVID-19 is really hitting us now. It was like much more people in isolation and stuff. Also, so it's not much. We had some gigs the earlier months, but now it's pretty much just not much of those events now.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Iceland as well, I mean, it's such a disconnect from the UK. We hear all the stories of other countries, but you don't hear much about Iceland, so it's kind of hard to relate in our situation to yours. But it's been implied to me by others that Iceland perhaps not as affected, perhaps as some of the bigger countries who have been hit hard.
Yeah, we definitely had some lockdowns, but not much of infections and stuff like that. But we coped really well with it for a while, and like I said, we had some lockdown, but we managed to keep busy during the time.
Yeah.
We got in the studio, recorded some demos, and did some stream gigs and stuff like that. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were able to take advantage of being effectively stuck at home then?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, because it's obviously a very interesting period. You're building towards a release at the same time while having elements that you might normally do, your shows, you're going out and gigging, perhaps a release party removed from you. Obviously, Radical Waves, album's out on August 21st via the Signed Records. How are you feeling about it? Are you kind of desperate to get it out now?
No. It's been such a long time since it was ready. It's like, when was it ready again?
It was probably ready in April last year.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we took like a year that we were just searching for labels and stuff like that. So we're kind of I'd say we're pretty desperate just to get it out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be such a relief just to see something that we worked so hard on being released. So,
and we've also got some really good feedback, reviews and stuff. So really happy about that. And so really excited to get it in a vinyl form and see the cover and stuff.
Dare I say, April last year. You've got to be a little sick of it now, those songs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
But it's always fun to play them live.
Yeah.
When it came to writing the record then, was there a specific thing at the time that you wanted to focus on in regards to themes or stories?
Not really. It wasn't planned or anything. That the theme of the album is kind of like party and death. That just came to us.
I just think that we're pretty much at the same place, musically speaking, and so we kind of like connected just and like let's do that, and like it's kind of like also some of the songs are pretty divided in their style, pretty more like some are more like heavier and some are more like party, so it adds pretty much well to this form of party and death we kind of like decided.
Yeah.
It does conjure up an image of an open road, a fast car, setting sun, and just put this on and drive fast for
I think it's probably it's about how we would like it to be here in Iceland, just sun and open roads and convertibles.
Yeah.
But it's mostly dark, rain or snow and cold. So yeah, I think the album sums that up.
It's not music you would commonly associate with Iceland coming out of there. You said yourself, you think cold, dark and all that. You think the more evil side of rock and metal, not this more upbeat feeling, which is refreshing.
Yeah.
And you obviously certainly pay homage to some of your influences throughout it, but without ever sounding like a copycat or a parody. Was that quite an important aspect for you, or did it just sort of happen?
I think it kind of just happened. Although we of course take influences in most like the same artists, and we listen to the same stuff. So when we got together, it wasn't planned to write something that was like Black Sabbath or Elder or Mastodon or something. It just came to us pretty naturally.
I would imagine then the unit as a whole, you've all got very eclectic tastes.
Yes, yeah. Definitely.
So it's not all focused solely on the rock and the metal side of things, particularly when you kind of develop that sound.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're much into like the old folk stuff and like Neil Young and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Tom Waits. And
Oh, cool.
And might take some influence there in the harmonies, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And so when you kind of bring all these ideas and influences to the table, you're sitting together as a group. How do you kind of deal with filtering that out? Are you very democratic, or is it kind of one person says no?
It's kind of like pretty different. I never I think none of us has just kind of like, no, this is not going to work, this riff or something like that. It's just like we're pretty open about everything. Dagur, he wrote all the song called Mood on Radical Waves, and
he's a drummer.
Yeah, he's the drummer, and we kind of it's pretty different how we write. Sometimes I come up with the riff for Steini, or Dagur comes with something and it's just something's written on the spot, at practice, or just we bring something cool to practice.
Kind of still very jam session almost.
Yeah,
definitely.
And do you guys go way back?
We met in 2017.
Yeah. We kind of, me and Sam, we kind of just met when me and Dagur joined the band. So when there were some lineup changes,
I formed, the name Volcanova, in 2014, with an older lineup, and it was more much more progressive metal, if I would say. And then, in 2017, I just wanted to go full stoner rock, and Steini and Dagur were the perfect fit. They just the previous members had some other ideas, and we weren't really connecting. So it's great to have such brilliant musicians, that we got together and just clicked.
Yeah, it clicked right away, and we felt a big connection straight away, and it all came so natural to us just to write music together, and I think we wrote the album Radical Waves in only a few months.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes, maybe 7 or 8 months or something. It just came straight to us.
Fantastic. So in sync, so in harmony. It's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
So, of course, you've had 3 singles out to date. And you already said, reaction, very, very positive.
Yeah.
Yet you seem surprised. Why?
Well, we just, we had so much time, since it was ready, the album, and just always thinking, what will people think about this? We don't know if it's shit or is it good? And we were just, it's really nice to finally hear what people have to say, about it, because we were kind of like, we didn't know.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm glad it's good surprise. It's a happy feeling.
Yeah.
So obviously you ended up signing with Design Records for this. Obviously their roster is quite varied, but also very based within the rock world. Do you feel you fit quite nicely there?
Oh yeah, definitely. And we love working with them. They're fun and they're always up for our nonsense. So yeah.
We're talking about nonsense. You look like you had a lot of fun filming the video for Super Duper Van.
Yeah. We didn't really, the first video we did was of course Sushi Sam, and that was kind of like a whole script that Dagur, our drummer, had written. But like with this second video for Super Duper Van, we kind of we didn't know anything what we were going into, because Scott, our producer, that filmed the video, he just came with a script and we just all right, let's do something crazy.
Oh, it's brilliant, because it looks like you mentioned Sushi Sam as well. Like you're got such an imagination on that side of things as well, and videos are so important now that they're incredibly attention grabbing.
Yeah. And I think that has been the case with us. It has drawn a lot of attention. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's obviously a major element of being in a band now. It's no longer, here's our album, please buy it, and we'll do live. You've now got to do social media. You've got to release videos on YouTube. Everyone's doing it. And if you don't, you're left behind. How easy does that side of things come to you guys?
Pretty easy, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we love doing that stuff, and this was always our plan to do this kind of stuff and to get a good promotion out of things, and so came to us pretty easy, and
that's great.
Yeah.
As we already said, Iceland isn't exactly well known worldwide for its rock and metal scene. How are you guys looking to kind of change that perception?
Wow, we just want to get out there and play.
Yeah.
Just as soon as all of this elephant room thing is over, we just want to get out there and play as much as we can.
Yeah. We, despite the short time we've been together, since 2017, we've done, we've toured 2 times through Scotland.
Yeah.
And that was really fun, but we're really looking forward to go to Europe or United States or something. Dream come true.
Yeah. It seems like it's a matter of getting you off the island basically and to this worldwide audience.
Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely.
Where's the biggest hurdle for yourselves, musically, I guess, that might slow that down, do you think?
Wow. I don't know. That's pretty hard to answer, I guess.
Yeah.
Brilliant. It means you haven't got one.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
How about the future then? Of course, you're incredibly limited what you can do now.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the same boat. Tours aren't happening, live shows aren't happening, pretty much worldwide.
Yeah.
But I guess after the album's out, what might you be focusing on?
I think touring, I guess, after this whole situation.
Yeah.
Got some dates pretty much planned for the summer. I think next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems
I
like a
think
lifetime away.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna focus on that to plan that. For next summer, and also there are coming up some dates in maybe September and October.
Yeah.
So you are going to be busy then.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were gonna have our busiest summer so far this summer, but few gigs were cancelled. But then again, we got lucky. Like in between waves of the pandemic here in Iceland, we got to play a few, like I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 gigs or something.
Oh yeah, it was like
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like with Eistnaflug, it's called the biggest like metal festival and rock festival in the east of Iceland. They had to cancel, of course, but they did a smaller event in Reykjavik.
Yeah.
So we were really happy about playing there, and also like our first outside concert as a band, and like a yard in the back of a bar here in Reykjavik. It was really cool. And
awesome.
Yeah.
And then we are planning on having a release concert in 4th of September, but as things are going now, it looks like the second wave is coming up, so we might have to cancel it, which sucks, but that's life.
Yeah.
That is life as of right now, and all you can do is say, watch this space, and hopefully you'll be out and everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Before you go, you talked festivals in Iceland, but worldwide, obviously the major players, the likes of Wacken, Hellfest, Download in the UK, Bloodstock in the UK, and so on, all got postponed and pushed to 2021. A lot of them are to make up for it, adding like extra days, so more bands on the bill. How interested are you in trying to get on those kind of European festivals?
Really interested.
Really interested,
yeah. And of course, I think that's in the end that is our plan, to get to be on the bill of every fucking festival in the world. But there are some like dream festivals for us to play in. I think definitely like the desert festivals, and
also like you said, Hellfest, Download, and also there's a really cool festival in Las Vegas. It's called Psycho Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's like the whole stoner scene, and it will be a lot of fun. It will be a dream come true to play those festivals.
It's incredibly encouraging because there is a glass ceiling on every band, and it's simply a matter of how you break through it. And it certainly comes to me from how you're talking that you're up for it.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
We're so ready.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Likewise, man.
Yeah, likewise.
Just remember, life's a party, and then you die.
Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/GBHBL, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?